Actually, I wanted to work on font today. I have this Hello World font here, and I wanted to find out how we can draw TrueType font files, TrueType font with an outline. And I saw, I think, TTF outline free type, outline processing free type. Struct ft outline, number of contours and glyphs. So what I want to do is I want to generate an outlined font and see how to do it. ft outline new. Have you ever used SDF or MSDF? So you're saying, Foxy, that I should use signed distance fields. We could also use signed distance fields. That is what Bloons uses too, and Bloons has a very awesome looking font. What about the all-time people that tell you to use more files, functions, well, they're wrong. They're wrong, because that has nothing to do with the end product. And you know, take a look at Undertale and then tell them to use less if statements. They will laugh in your face and call you stupid. Because they have literally made millions from the game. They are millionaires. And they use if every single line of code. It's like an if statement. What happened to the people you banned, huh? I only ban toxic people. Because I do not need toxicity in my chat. I don't need toxicity towards me. I don't want to listen to toxicity. I will not accept any toxicity. That will stay that way. If someone is being an asshole, then goodbye. Go be an asshole somewhere else. Did Cakez shut up? Oh, Aizen, you fucking piece of shit. Shut the fuck up. You under dev vibes? Okay. I see them as constructive critics. Okay. FT outline done. Library outline. The reason why the function takes a library okay, let's read this, okay? Can you read this? FT outline. The section contains outlines, routines used to create and destroy scalable glyph images known as outlines. These can be measured, transformed, and converted into bitmaps and pixmaps. Rasterizer outline new. Define an outline new. Library, number points. You know what? I'm just gonna look at an example. Conventions, draw text with free type. Outline. Cartoon. Now I would like to make an outline effect for my text. How can I do it? I've implemented free type in my program. I can draw text with colors and style. Bold, italic, underline. How do I do outline? I would like to make a test again. I've tried to draw the text 2 times, larger and black. The result was wrong. Yeah, that doesn't work. I tried to draw the text 2 times, the one in bold. The result was wrong too. Rendering text with... can you guys read that? No, how about I go here? MSDF is actually pretty simple, however you have to have a specific atlas for it, so it might be more to implement from. Actually, I can't do that, Foxy. I tried using signed distance fields with non-pixel art, with pixel art font, and it didn't really work out. Pixel art font in a way does not support signed distance fields very well, unfortunately. It always creates awkward looking glyphs. The result, even if you try to fix the shader code as much as you can. Rendering, okay, so 2 passes is the key, but you have to position the text correctly. First you should render the whole outline, and then on top of it render the text. MSDF supports hard edges. Multi-signed distance fields can deal with sharp edges. Well, if you guys have any resources, that would be great. Otherwise, for me, I don't know what exactly you mean. I'm using free type. If you guys have an example with free type, feel free to link it to me. Otherwise, I'm just gonna look at this and see if we can implement that. Initialize a stroker. Oh, I can do that, yeah. So you can create an outline font. You do a stroker, a new stroker, and then you set the result in 2 pixel outline. I want to do a 1 pixel outline actually. This guy has written a paper. Stroker this, yeah. Okay, so we have 2 links here. Thank you guys. Guys, if it is a library, I'm not going to use it because I'm using FreeType. I'm not going to use a library for something that FreeType is already doing. Or is this just an example? Is this an example? Why do you need an outline? Because I want to highlight certain text. That's why. Did I click on the same thing twice? Oh, you guys have the same link. Too late, lol. It's not a library, it can generate an atlas. It's just an example generator for the atlases. Okay. Alright, we're gonna look at this in a second, but first I'm reading this. So we set a stroker here. And then a generation of an outline for a single glyph. Glyph index, get character, that's a glyph ID. That's probably, you know, the characters, the ASCII characters, A, B, C, D. And then they load the glyph. Then they get the glyph. And then they use a stroke border, stroker. And then they get it, then they put it into a bitmap. And then they cast it to a bitmap glyph. Split the glyph here on your target surface. Do you mean the glyphs do not get wider after using stroker? Maybe you could check if the format, because only that glyph. Stroker? I hardly knew her. I'm just gonna try this code, to be honest, guys. I wanna see what it looks like. No idea. The cool thing is we could just put this into the game. I tried to create an outline in the shader, by the way. Didn't really work out. You know, tried to do a for loop over the texture and see if one of the neighboring is unequal to 0. That looked something like this. Actually, didn't change anything. Didn't work out, let's say that. Okay guys, before we start I really have to go to the bathroom. So I will go to the bathroom real quick and then we start, okay? Be right back real quick. How much coffee do you drink? Depends. I could make myself a coffee now, but now it's too late. I'm just gonna try to get it in here real quick. Let's see. Font. Load font. There we go. We're going to change this code. Originally how I did it was the following. I supply a path to a TrueType font file and a size of the font, and then I initialize FreeType. I generate a new face using the file, and then I set the size in pixel that I want the font to be. And then, you know, I get glyphs for every glyph index that I want, or that that I'm interested in. Right now it is 32 to 127. These are the ASCII characters, you know, starting with the exclamation mark and the empty space up until, I think it's the tilde, like this one right here, up until this character right here. And for every glyph, I copy that over into a texture, and then I upload that texture to the GPU using OpenGL. And now what I would like to try first is paste the code in. Yeah, that's how you make a font atlas, yeah. So first I would like to paste the code in that we got from the internet. from Stack Overflow and see what I get here. First and foremost, I noticed that FT Stroker does not exist. Which means we probably have to include something that this guy is not talking about. So let's see. Oh. FT Stroker. fcstroke.h. There we go. See, we need to include something. ftstroke.h. Another copy pasting session. Yep. ftstroke.h. Glyph Stroker API reference. Defined in FT Stroker. Type def. FT Stroker injection. How do I use the FT Stroker? Do I have to include something special? Like how to use that? Have you guys ever used this? Hello my amigo, next tutorial on YouTube, how to make a kernel. Let me inject my stroker. Everyone loves a good stroking. True, true. Just stroke it. I'm pretty sure there's a define. I'm pretty sure there's like an ft freetype.h. Let me see. Stroke. ft underscore ft underscore free type. Yeah. And then what about ft underscore stroker? See that? We have a stroker. Oh, that's great. Let's see. Stroke speed 9000. Define. See that? Define. A macro used in include statements to name the file containing the freetype API which provides functions. Define. Macro. Description. I guess I just have to include this FT stroke. No? Oh. Looking good now. Yeah. Okay. I don't know about the stroker set, but this seems to be working. Then we get rid of this. Get character index. We do that already. Here, glyph index. We don't need to do that again. Then we load the glyph. ft load default, we already do that. Font face, where's that coming from? It's an ft face, okay. Is it the same? ft load glyph. ft face, yeah. Okay, so we do that too. Guys, what are we listening to? What a weird... You can have it in the recording, but Twitch will mute it. Cakez, if you use FTL or GPL license code, can you still use it to sell your game? To be honest, I have no idea about licensing. So I'm making everything myself, but I have no idea about licensing. You should probably ask Pirate Software about that. I'm pretty sure he will be able to tell you exactly. I have no idea. I use everything that is freely available and the rest I code myself. I will probably be able to tell you in a couple of years from now. But now... Okay, so then we get the glyph, we get a stroke border. And we... do an FT glyph to bitmap. FT bitmap glyph. What is that? Huh? Root left top bitmap. What if I do this? Gotcha, bitch. What if I just do this? Thank you very much for following, Stu. It builds, but it says there's problems, which I don't like. It's probably because some clang issues. We'll have to fix those, but Kiwi's not here. Kiwi usually can help me with these weird ass problems. It's complaining about float cannot be narrowed to an FT position, aka long. Hä? What the fuck? Glyph with a different type versus FT. Oh, I called it glyph. That's the problem. Let's call it FT glyph. Free type glyph. Shit, I knew this was gonna happen. Fuck. Whoopsie. Let's fix this real quick. Whoopsie. Fuck, man! God damn it! Giovanni. What? Hä? Ah, there we go. Okay. Got it now. Had to replace those. Alright. It's weird that it actually compiled, but probably because it didn't compile the game. Alright, so what I'm doing now is I'm literally just copying over the bitmap for the outline. And I hope that it will give me a font that is outlined but without a middle piece. That's what I'm hoping it gives me. Maybe I have to actually use a different whatever that's called. Or I got an error. Okay, I mean, okay. Try that again. Okay, good. I get no font. Which is better than it crashing. Now it's render doc time. Why do I get no font? I wonder if the bitmap is empty, guys. What do you think? Or is the font just completely black? TTF, how do you do outline in your game? Light theme render doc? Nothing. Nothing. I don't know what the... Maybe it's the font that I use. Let's see what happens. Hello, Shady11. Did you remove the excess leaves from the bushes? No, not yet. I've had so much to do. Absolutely not. I will not do that. Because it's not important. Aha, so we get no bitmap. Okay, so the first one doesn't have a bitmap. Fine. That's the first glyph. That's okay. Next glyph. Guys, I'm starting to think that I don't get any glyph bitmaps back from this font because it doesn't support it. So let's see if we cannot find one that is actually supporting. How do I know that a true type font file supports outlining or not? Like, this is what they don't tell you in these tutorials, right? They don't talk about this stuff. All they are saying is, outline it, bro. So how do I know? Arial is gotta support that, right? 100%. I'm gonna eat a dick if Arial does not support outlining. There's just no way. Right? It's not font specific, it's just how the curves are rendered. Well, then why doesn't it work? Why is it saying that every single bitmap is empty? Look, I can understand the first bitmap because it is literally just a space, right? You know, we can turn that into a char pointer, or let's say glyph index is a char or something. I don't know how you do that. I guess we can treat it as a char. See, the first one is just a space. I can understand that, fine. But the next one is an exclamation mark. Why does the bitmap not have a width and a height? Do I still have to render the glyph? See, this is what I don't like about these internet things. They talk bullshit. Is FT glyph used? Maybe you're right. Maybe I need to use FT glyph. Let's try that again. Maybe you're right there, Azen. Could be. Maybe I was too fast. Building does take you a little bit. Okay, try that again. Oh, maybe it's optimized away. It's just a pointer. Yeah, so... Blit the glyph here on your target surface. For positioning, use bitmap glyph left, top, bitmap glyph bitmap buffer. For iteration of the glyph data, use the bitmap buffer. Bitmap rows with pitch. What does pitch mean? We have the buffer with... Okay, let's see here. Use the comment. Okay. I need to probably just if that out. Let me see. Yeah. Let's just copy the entire code. But for this bitmap glyph. Okay, so column plus bitmap glyph. Bitmap. Width plus padding, yeah. And then we use font height, I guess. Font face size, metrics, ascender. Do we use the font face? Yes. Okay, we can keep using that. And then we just copy over using 2 for loops. Just render the glyph 2 times, and one of them slightly bigger on the background. Ildore, we tried. I tried doing that. It didn't really work out. Looked really bad, unfortunately. I tried doing that. It looks weird inside of like a P or an A when you have, like, you know, an enclosed area. Unfortunately. So I'd rather do it correct, if it's possible. I think it's not that difficult, actually. Because all we have to use is the bitmap glyph. Oh. And then we have rows. We have width. It's literally the same thing. Bitmap glyph, bitmap glyph, bip. Bitmap glyph. I think this is it. Isn't the pitch the length of a row? I don't know, because we have the width of the bitmap. So I have no idea, and the rows should be the number of rows, but we will see. Okay. The bitmap, this one doesn't have anything, which I can agree with, because it's just empty. But maybe we have some... No, we don't. Okay, fine. Shit, I need to turn this into if 0. Wait, I'm sorry guys, but I have to turn this off, not on. Let's try this again. Alright, okay, so let me see. Bitch. Oh no. Ah, god damn it. Let's char. Glyph index. And then bitmap glyph. All right, now we get data about the glyph bitmap here on the left. Ha! See that? It seems like pitch and width is always the same, but we have 16 rows and 5 columns. I mean, and in the buffer, yeah, we have some data here. I wonder, yeah, we use the buffer. I mean, it seems like it is just working. Oh, it's going on with this for loop, of course. This seems correct to me, all of this. It seems pitch and width are always the same. Yeah. Okay, let's see. I mean, I'm very excited. It's not showing up, unfortunately. But at least something is in there. We just don't know what yet. Free type pitch is an absolute value, is the number of bytes per bitmap line. It can either be positive or negative depending on the bitmap's vertical orientation. Scarface theme. Take a look into that, thank you. But first, let's start this in RenderLog again. Guys, I need to go to the bathroom again. Oh! Huh. You know what I'm gonna do? Guys? I'll do the following. In code, after if glyph index is the same as 33, return. Ah, no, I can't return. I break. No, actually, yeah. I have an idea. So I'm only going to draw, I'm only going to copy in one glyph. And then we see what it looks like. Bump allocators. Oh yeah, of course, because the game's still running. Okay, let's try again. Yeah, guys, I really need to go to the bathroom, man. Holy shit, I think I drank too much water. Okay, guys, this is what it looks like. This is the exclamation mark bitmap. I don't know what I should think about that. Do you subtract the two or not? Well, this is the bitmap for exclamation mark. Anyways, be right back real quick, okay? I'm sorry, but I really have to go. I'll run ads and then I'm also gonna make coffee. Be right back real quick. I wonder if you have to like do minus between the two. Okay, I'm back. Okay, now we can try this with non-Arial font, right? I don't like Arial. Maybe we have to subtract the two. Maybe not. I hope it looks good. It would be awesome if it just looks incredibly good. Let me see. Arial. This font, I think it was 5_7, right? Nice exclamation mark. By the way, guys, Coffee Lava and TTF, what does the 250 and 105 mean? What does that mean, guys? Kaboom! Sorry. Too excited. Settle down, boys. Settle down. I have 12. What do we have here? Aha. So it is literally the same. But that could be because... Thank you very much for following. Okida. 250 top movies and IMDb. Scarface theme. Oh, that's a movie or what? Scarface theme? Maybe pitch divided by width equals channel count. Well, Foxy, maybe. This looks awfully the same. Maybe I didn't build while it was offline. Let's try that again. I can't, huh? What is your guys' problem? Huh? What are you laughing about? I don't understand you. Are you stupid? Huh? I don't understand these people. They're so weird. I'm using the correct font, right? Also, why is it not skipping? Oh, I see why it's not skipping. Because I get it now. Okay, wait. I know what to do. Hey, where the fuck am I? No. This, we have to not use the glyph bitmap thing, but we have to use this other glyph. And then we don't need to break. Okay, this is how all of the things will look like. I'm confused that it's still not showing up text. That's a bit odd. I know why it's not showing it up. Now. Because I'm using the font face that I'm not rendering the font face. So, while before I called render glyph using the font face, I'm not doing that anymore. And I was using the width and columns and advance. All of the data is now null and not set, and so all of this is 0. And I store that in every glyph, and so now every glyph is 0, aka I'm not drawing any font. So I will probably have to use this other glyph, or Or combine the two in a way. But we could try this bitmap glyph. Here. This bitmap glyph doesn't have an advance. That's bad, okay. So probably we still need the font face. Yeah, Cakez, if you watch TCAP stream, you won't be out of the loop, but you don't, Sag. Scarface is a movie. The main music theme of that movie was playing on the stream. On my stream? I see. Gulp. Listen, I try to watch as much as I can, okay, guys? I guess we render the glyph too. Let me do that real quick. And then this would be the bitmap glyph. Uh-oh. What happened to penis? The advance and offset, I think, are using God damn it! The advance and offset are, think, whatever, dude. Hello, Push, good morning. Can't talk. What is that? Okay, so I think the way this works is the following. We have this outline bitmap that basically tells us, well, this is how big the texture is if we copy that into an atlas. Then we have the original glyph, that is the insides of the outline, or the, you know, the insides. And then we have the offset of the glyph and advance. This is basically, again, from the inside. So if we have no outline, we want the text to look exactly the same. We want to offset the characters based on, if we have no outline, the same way as if we had an outline. So we have to, this is the inside glyph, the font face, that is basically the one that is being outlined. We have to use the data for advance and offset from that one. Now the only thing that is left to do, we are currently only copying the outline into the texture atlas, and we are not using anything else, or we are not copying anything else into it yet. I think what we have to do is copy the glyph as well, and probably use a different color value or color channel. Because the outline needs to be in a different color than the normal glyph, right? So if, for example, this is how I'm envisioning this. Let me set this up again. How was that again? So the eraser tool on the secondary color had black, and then the pen on the first color is white. So if we then do a yeah. Oh, cool. Now, if we have a glyph, right? And a glyph has a bunch of pixels. Let's make a very simple, I don't know, eye character or something, right? If this is our glyph... Actually, I think that's a bit too big. Let's make it a little bit smaller. Right, these are the actual pixels of our glyph. And this would be an eye character. Actually move this a little bit higher. Right, pixel art. Think about pixel art. Then we probably want to color this, let's say in red. Fuck. Obviously, oh man. Can be no gaps, otherwise we have an issue here. We probably want to color this in red for the character. And then for the outline, we will most likely have a bunch of pixels along the outline that look something like this. This is how I think it will be, right? I could be totally wrong. Right, but I think that is how it's going to look. Let's pretend that this is what it will look like and then erase those. Man, that's fucking small for an eraser. Also, I can't see where the fuck it is. It's an issue. You know what? Holy shit, that's almost impossible to draw. Yeah, let's just get rid of these lines here. And so we need to fill these in. We have different... Oh my god, is that annoying? So small. Like Chat's penis. Yeah, and then white. We probably need to fill this in with a different color. God damn it! I tried so hard, man. Oh my god. I'm gonna lose my mind. A different color or something else. So that we know in the shader, okay, so if we use an outline, we also use these color values. Senior paint engineer, square shapes tool. Oh yeah, square shapes, true. Square shapes, question mark, yeah, tumor 0. I should probably look at chat. Hey Cakez and guys, any good tips on learning material tutorial on on engine design? Material tutorials, like how to organize different classes of the engine. What does that mean, different classes? Say one class of an engine. You sound to me like you're making a game in C++. Doesn't work, okay. I think it will look something like this. And then we just have to make sure that, oh no, turn it white, click and then turn it red. We will color the glyph red and then maybe use a somewhat, not brighter. What is the opposite of bright, guys? Guys, what is the opposite of bright? It is not thin. Dark, darker. I want to say something like weak.
Include studio
Dunkel, dim, dim. We can use a dimmer red. So let's say if the original red value is 255, right? This would be the glyph, and then let's say maybe 100 would be for the outline. 100 would be this. And 255 would be this. And then we could check, okay, well, is it 100? And do we draw outline? Okay, then we just include this. Dark, dim. What do you guys think? I think that's a good idea. But first, we'll copy it like this. And I want to see what it looks like in RenderDoc. But that is the idea that I have in my head right now. What did you say, Omega Destroyer? If this guy is also the writer of the Elder Scrolls 6, prepare to meet office elves, corporate orcs, and cringe knights. Oh yeah, true. Agreed. What up, bitch? Hello there, Mr. Amida. Good morning. We are debugging our program to support outlined true-type font files. I already have an idea on how we can implement it. Very simple. We just use one texture for that. Should be fine. Your idea looks like a cock. Oh wow, look at this, guys. It does draw something. It is way too big, but it seems to work. Let's look at the characters. Okay, so these look like outlines to me. Hello world. Okay. I think it's because the outline is too big. It's using a 2-pixel outline. I want to use a 1-pixel outline. So we're going to destroy that again and try one more time, but with 1-pixel outline. Thoughts on the use of interoperability? The third one is SAS. Isn't there a library for rendering fonts? Isn't it counterproductive to reinvent the wheel? I don't know a good library, and for me it is just, oh, that's looking good. That is actually looking good. Wait, I think... we are almost there. Definitely better, yeah. Now we just need to include this. This for loop has to be included. In here. And by including the for loop, I mean... we have to somehow write into the correct position of the buffer. Oh. So we're gonna do this. We need the false here, is because I need the code. The reason why I'm reinventing the wheel is because first and foremost I want to learn, and second is I want to learn and see how far I can get with this. If I take 1 day to implement outlining font in my game, then I'm very happy. Like, I have outlined font, I know how to do it next time, and I learned a lot about game development and the technicality about it. Oh. Alright, so let's see. We have to close the game for this. Build again, and this is when we have to compare data. This time we compare the bitmap glyph with the font face glyph. Bitmap. There's a reason why we do that. It's very important. Or not. Because this if check is not hit. Okay, whatever. Okay, so cool. Let me see. So the first one is unimportant. Let's get rid of the locals here. Variables. There we go. So we are only interested in this bitmap and compared to this one. So we have less rows. So what I'm assuming is, the reason why I'm doing this is the following. I'm assuming that since we have 1 pixel border, I'm assuming the following. if this is the outline, right? The orange pixels are the outline, then the entire bitmap for the outline is 3 pixels tall, or 3 pixels wide. I'm assuming that since the border is 1 pixel, the original glyph is always going to be 1 pixel on each side smaller, whether that be on left and right or on top and bottom. So there will always be 1 pixel padding around the entire character. And so whenever I copy this glyph into the bitmap now, here, or here, I think I just have to do a +1 on each side. So raw plus y plus 1, and then over here y plus 1. That is my assumption. I could be wrong on this. But let's see. So for the first one it is correct. We have 9 rows and 3 columns. And then for the actual font we have 7 rows and 1 column. Holds true again. Oh wait, we have to go here. 4, 2, 5, 3. Seems to work. Wait. We only need to do the +1 in the texture buffer. We don't do it on the bitmap. The bitmap needs to be accessed in the normal way. But we do the +1 when we write. We basically offset that by top left. I think it works, guys. I think it will work. 6, 5. Looks good. 9, 5, 9, 7. Yeah. I think it is. So we are offsetting it by the border, by the outline size. So we have an int outline thickness. Then we use the outline thickness here. And we apply the outline thickness to the texture buffer here. Holy shit. Stroke are looking good. True. Okay, let's see if that works. And now we also have to generate a different value. Shit. Unfortunately, this is not gonna work. If you're using FreeTap, why are you fiddling with all this crap? Well, Push, if you have a better example, how about you link it? Like, to me, it looks like this is how you do it. Isn't that how you do it? The outline should be divided by 2. Now I want to see how it looks. Looks a bit odd, to be honest. What if I divide the outline by 4? And then I also want to check, let me see, Mark F, get rid of that. At the bottom, font rendering. Transparent objects, post-processing UI pass. How do I render font? Is it always transparent? Split words, blah blah blah. Line. Is it always get transform? Rendering option font. Rendering option outline. So I think it's not transparent. By default. That could be an issue though. I may be wrong, maybe your game doesn't need text. It could be, this one could be dangerous. Because transparency can fuck up ordering. Huh. So this is the outline, by the way, guys. This is what it looks like right now. That is divided by 4. And then if it's bigger, it's just scaled up. Looks really bad, if you ask me. Looks fine. Well, no. Let me try something. First and foremost, get rid of this. Give me a oh my god, no. If we have 0, we discard. If we have less than 1, then I want to set the texture color dot R to 0. G to 0, B to 0, and alpha to 1. Or alpha is texture, wait, texture color dot R times 4. There we go. That will cancel out. Huh. I wonder. Yo, Cakez. Hey, I'm Meo. Good morning. Now it's white. Did you see the Ace Bright Pulsai plushie? No. Maybe the outline is not thick enough, it's very dim. The reason why it is dim is because the texture itself, I can only write one channel to it. it is only red texture. And so I'm trying to use the following. I'll show you what I do. Go back to 2 pixels. Now it's divided by 4. No, it's not that. It is just the lightness that is divided by 4. I'll show you. So in the color path right here, we have a texture, and this is what it looks. For every single character in the game, I store an outline for it as well. And this is what it looks like. The outline is divided by 4. So the brightness of it is... it shows up here, but it's not... So I'm trying to multiply it by 4 again to show the correct outline. And maybe I need to multiply it by like 10 or something. It's very not... Oh, I see. Wait. Now I get it. Okay. There we go. That is what it looks like. Okay, now we finally have... This is Hello World. 1 pixel Hello World. That is what the outline looks like. And I think the outline looks dog shit. But let's give it a try with Arial, right? Before we say that it's terrible. And of course we can also make the border a little bit thicker, right? Eh? Did it not build? I think a simple dilation kernel could do nice outline without free type. My method is better. This is what you do. This is what you usually do. Shut the fuck up, man. Okay, bro. Yeah, that is your method. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, so this is... Yikes. This is Arial. Wow. How about we try 32, huh? We're gonna supply an outline thickness as a parameter. Alright, diagonals are not doing good. Yeah, it could be the size of the font. But I always have issues with this. I think I'm starting too fast. I'm not able, like, I think I'm waiting to, yeah, I need to wait. The idea is that you first render the stroke text, then render the non-stroked on top. That is it. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. That is literally what I'm doing. But it looks really bad. Holy shit, does it look bad. What the fuck? I know why though. I know why. Thank God I did this with Arial. So that I could find out what the issue is. I'm writing into the dev buffer. But I'm disabling. Wait, that's not everything. Can you apply bloom only on the outline? Oh, well, I'm not thinking about bloom right now. Wait, isn't this dev writing? Guys, what is dev writing again in OpenGL? Disable dev writing. There we go. But I think we do that. I need to test something. Okay. And then we have the lights, and this is where we draw the text. Yeah, it draws the text in one go. I understand now what you mean. I understand what the issue is, I think. Yeah. I need to do the following. Thank you. It is a plus equals operation. Guys, can it overflow? Can it overflow? I have a texture buffer here that is a character. If I do plus equals, will it overflow or do I have to do maximum? I'm assigning here, I have to do plus equals. But plus equals means adding in... I have an idea. I have an idea. I think. Characters 8-bit. Yeah. It should be overflowing. Let me mark this as F. Load font. I'll try something again. I'm gonna try to use the pixel art font because the pixel art font does not have any sub-transparencies. And I think that should work. So maybe I just need 2 textures, guys. Maybe I just need 2 textures. And then store both textures on the GPU and then just index into both textures. And then I draw the text twice, essentially. I think that is the best solution. Aua. Yeah. Access violation? What the fuck? Yeah? What the fuck are you... Eh? What do you mean? Are you stupid? Eh? Are you dumb? I didn't change anything. Oh, I see. I didn't load the correct font. It is font 5.7. Okay, not 7.5. Unsigned long char, you will not use the negative numbers in char. Even then, I will still overflow, and I don't know what happens then. Because an unsigned character, if I have a 100 plus... It's the same thing here. Really. Unsigned long char. There's no such thing. Okay, I have an idea. We just make 2 textures. Dot frog. What do we have? Trails. Light map. Lighting is 3. I think. Now that we have the outline atlas, I should have this documentation in here. Binding 4. Stock character as an int then. Can't do. But it's fine. We'll do it like this. Let's first try to use the outline atlas like this. And then in the fragment shader, whenever we have the rendering option font. Oops. We draw the font. Trying to find the rendering option, what it's called. Rendering option text outline. We index into we fetch from the outline atlas. Okay, so if we outline, we fetch from the outline atlas. That's what we do. Why not just use a second channel in your texture? You are just using the red channel, right? Because maybe I could do that. I'm just gonna do a second texture for now. I think it's easier. Yeah, I'm doing it because I think it's easier. Hopefully I can do this on the stack. I should be able to do this on the stack. If I don't, I will run into problems. But let's try to do this on the stack. This is a lot of data on the stack. I hope it works. Outline buffer. And then we need to generate 2 textures. Outline, normal glyphs, then why am I using this texture buffer, and this one right here is the outline buffer, texture buffer. Font atlas uses the texture buffer, and outline buffer uses the Outline Atlas ID. And then we use the outline buffer. All right. Why to texture? Just alpha blend the two buffers. Yeah, because I don't know how to do that. Also, what tells me when to use what? Doesn't Godot handle OpenGL for you? Yeah, but this is a C++ program. I have done OpenGL, a Godot game before, but we are now working on a C++. Ooh, wow. Interesting, to say the least. Very interesting. I think I'm still dividing by 4. This needs to go away. Dividing by 4 turns it transparent. I think I'm still providing the glyphs are too big and the outline is too big as well. Making a game with code is way more rewarding. The diagonals look good. Let's see how that looks. Unable to start program. I think I might have started too early. Let me wait. Ah, my bad. I just read the tags. Yeah, I've made a game in Godot before, but I didn't change the tags yet. It's literally clickbait. I clickbaited you into the stream, so you watch. True. And it worked. It worked! Okay. Let's check what the buffers look like. We should now have 2 textures, I think. Outline Atlas is empty and this one is filled with the wrong glyphs. Oh, I see why. I know why. I know exactly why. I'm copying the outline into the wrong, yeah. GL active texture 3. Wait, normal glyphs is 1, outline is 3. I think. Or 4? Outline is actually 4. Okay. So this basically, this number 4 that I specified right here. This corresponds to this binding number 4. While before it was number 1, I copied into the font atlas and left this empty. Which is why this one was empty and this one was filled with the outline. Now we are doing it the other way around. And that also means we can fix the rendering interface when we render text or underscore text. Text. Draw quad, draw line, draw box, draw light, draw text over here. When we draw text, rendering optional line center, get transform. Okay. What about UI text? Yeah, if we outline. So we are probably, we don't need that. I think the only thing we have to do is the following. We keep drop shadow the way it is, but instead of, drawing the text 4 times in a different offset, we don't do this. I guess I'll comment this out. And we do the following. We draw one with outline. This one includes the outline. And then we draw another one. But how do we cancel out a bit again? Isn't that... Guys, how do we cancel out? How do we do XOR? Is it this? And... Wait. And... Equals... Not... Rendering option... Text outline. This one, right? Wait. Not. XOR? So basically you mean this. XOR equals. This will turn off this bit. Is that correct? Sorry for stupid question, Bo, but which game are you which game engine are you using for developing games in C++? The game engine is called Visual Studio Code, together with the extension ClangGD, and a simple build.sh file to build my game. Flags and equals not bit. XR would toggle the bit a fake. And bit would turn it off. That would turn it off. Okay. We also have to check if... So, basically this. Right? We draw the outline first. And then after that we draw the text on top. Whoops. I don't know if the in front will work because the layer, because the transform is transparent, but we'll see. We'll see if this works. I think it won't, to be honest, but you never know. I think we still have to knock, like dash out a bunch of... Huh. Huh. Damn it. I thought it would work. Close though. Ooh. Look at the font atlas, boys. This is the font atlas. This is the outline. Pretty sure your flag manipulation part was wrong, but I didn't catch it. Oh, maybe it was wrong. Maybe, yeah. I need to go to the bathroom, guys. We are so close. It is actually literally close. Let's see. Output. Mesh viewer. It is not drawing them again. It's not drawing them again. Guys, I need to go to the bathroom. I'm sorry. We're close. Very close, but I really need to go. Be right back real quick, okay? I'll run ads so we don't get ads when I'm back. I drink too much. God damn it. I just got a dragon! God damn it! The door's open. I should not be so loud. I'm pissed. I'm fucking pissed. I'm fucking pissed that I don't get a fucking break! It's not drawing them again. Cringe. It's not drawing them again. Oh. 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 It's gotta do the outline, right? It's gotta do the outline. Ha! Ah, wait, I'm not debugging. I'm not debugging. Try that again. Wait. I draw hello world with an outline. I think I know why. We need to check text data, and then we, it looks like, yeah, this. Why is it called a transform? Yikes. Well, because it is. A transform is usually something that carries positional information about it. That's why I call it transform. It is usually a position and a size and a scale. That's why I call it transform. Rendering option text outline. I don't think the transform has the outline data here. It is drawing the quad. Ooh. Huh. But yours carry way much more data, I know. But what would be a better name? Or equals? Yeah, it's adding a bit to it. And now I have 27 that I draw. And the second batch of quads should draw in the same positions. So for example, oops. You see that? I see. So I begin with a rendering option 132. Then I have a rendering option 32,900. That is the same quad in the same position. See that? It's the same quad. Which means one of them has the outline rendering option. And so inside the shader, I should actually find that here. No, that's not the shader, I'm sorry. Inside the shader, I should see that here. Oh, I get it now. I understand now. This needs to be the first if check. And then this needs to be an else if. Yeah. But it's drawn on top. Which is fine. See, like you can't see it, but there's a black hello world here. And that's because the outline is drawn on top. And that is because we draw... We draw that first. Like this. We toggle the bit on. Hello Adrian, thank you very much for raiding. Hello sir, good morning guys. How's it going? What have you guys been up to? We're currently trying to draw outlined text. Oh my god! Oh! Yay! Whoa! Oh, damn it! An epic battle of regex. Guys, I want to see the damage numbers now. I want to see the damage numbers now. Deal deeps to him. Come on. Oh, the deal no damage. So did he apply bloom in the end? Guys, we have outlined font. I think I'm happy with this. This is good enough. I don't need anything else, to be honest. This is good enough. Outline text in any size. And you still done it in less than WebDev makes a landing page. Stroker, stroke, good, me like, be like. No, this is good. This is good enough, in my opinion. As an outline. Sweet, we came along in time just to finish your game. Adrian, did you get a shout out? No, you didn't. Let me give you a shout out. Hopefully I made it. Yeah, okay, typed it correctly. Thank you, sir. Sure. Okay, so for those of you who would like to know what we are actually doing, I'll explain it to you. Quick overview of what we did. I'm using FreeType to load the fonts. I'm supplying a path to a file. And then you do the typical FreeType initialization. You know, you create a new face, you set pixel size. Gotcha, bitch. Okay. I'm creating two buffers on the stack to hold the texture information. These are character buffers because I need to write down how opaque a pixel is. And that looks something like the following. For the font, since I use pixel art font, every character is either fully opaque or completely dark. And then for the outline, we have a little bit of transparent information on those. They are not fully opaque. That's what I do. So this is what these two buffers do. And then apparently, if you want to, you know, get an outline, you have to stroke a little bit using this stroker right here. And then you also have to supply the stroker with an outline thickness that is multiplied by 64. So 1 times 64 would mean 1 pixel outline, 2 times 64 would mean 2 pixel outline. I decided in my case to go for 1 pixel outline because I don't want to have it too big. And I think it does a very good job. Yeah. And then after that you just do a simple loop over all of the ASCII characters if you're using ASCII. And then you get the character index using, you know, this glyph index. And then you load the glyph, you get the glyph, you stroke it a little bit, then you turn it into a bitmap. And the most important part about loading font then is looping over the both of the bitmaps. One bitmap is the stroker bitmap. You have to stroke it a little bit to give you a bitmap that contains the outline information. And then you also have to generate a glyph for the normal font, right? So that is why we have two versions. We have this version and this version right here. Both of those glyphs are generated. And then you have to copy them, or I copy them into the outline buffer and the texture buffer. And the only thing about this little bit complex loop is that for the normal texture, the outline is 1 pixel thick. And so we need to make sure that if this is our glyph, the red part, and the outline is 1 pixel thick, then we need to offset that glyph from this top left position right here 1 pixel to the right and 1 pixel down, so that it is in the middle of the outline. A 3 pixel outline, that means I have to offset my glyph 1 pixel to the right and 1 pixel down, so that it fits inside. And that is what I do here, plus outline thickness on both of those when writing into the buffer. So because we will be indexing into those on the GPU to draw them. Yeah, and then I just upload those two textures. I mean, I get some positional information about how tall the sprites are, the original characters, and how far you have to advance for each character and what their offset is. So basically to align the text on a straight line. And then I generate two textures and upload them to the GPU. That's all we do. And then in the shader I just check whether we do an outline, then we get the outline, we index into the outline texture, and if we don't, then we render normal font and we just index into the font atlas. Stroking on the stack, true. Yeah. And that's about it, I think. Well, it's probably could be improved, but it works and I'm happy. It's running at 500 FPS though. I wonder why. I wonder if that is because of the level? Huh, interesting. I mean, that is this is in the most respectful way that accent is. Hello devs budgets, thank you very much for raiding. Welcome guys. I'm a little bit unhappy about it, like what happened. Why is it only 500 FPS? I was literally sitting at 1000 just now. I halved my FPS. Hello there. Good morning. I tried to make outlined font today using TrueType font files and we just managed to do it. I wonder why. I'm just gonna get rid of this if and see if that's the reason. And I'm going to get rid of this if check here as well. Is it really that big of a difference if I draw that many different transparent quartz guys? Is OpenGL that weak? Wow, I mean it is 800 now. Nah, doesn't seem like it's much of an impact, if anything. I don't think it has an impact. Let's see. This is just drawing those. Yeah, it's the same frame rate. And then if we access, or if we change the shader again. Doesn't seem like it has an impact at all. Look at this, guys. New font rendering method. What is this? What is this, brother? I think a simple dilation kernel could do nice outline without free type. My method is better. This is what you do. This is what you usually do. Okay, bro. Okay, shut the fuck up, man. Okay, bro. Okay, bro. Yeah, that is your method. Okay. Okay, cool. We are actually... I'm happy. This is exactly what I want. Guys, 1 out of 10. 1 to 10. How cool is the font? What do you guys think? What do you think about the font? Limao? That looks a little bit odd, huh? But it still works. 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 9 because you're the 10. You think 9? The font looks good? Yeah, look at that. That's the outline here too. Damn. Oh wait, what is this question mark? Lol? Is that supposed to be... Lol. Yeah. I kinda like it. I didn't see the rest. It matches the rest of the eye nicely. Glad you like it, guys. I'm really happy. Very, very, very nice. Very happy that it works out. Cool. Save. It matches the rest of the UI, honestly. This one is a little off now, but we'll fix that later. Cool. Now I can currently only outline in one color, aka in black. We'll see about different colored outlines. No, I think it looks really good. I think it looks awesome. What's up, bro? Hey, Devesh. Good morning. I worked on outlining font today. That is the result. The hello world right here. Oi, hello there, Greenish Pepper. I think I missed you earlier. Hello there, bro. How's it going? You really wanted to get that high hidden, right, bro? Looks like a standard pixel art font, blends in very well. Yeah, I think it blends in very well with the already pixel art game. Exactly. And now we can supply any size and it will just work. And I'm most happy about the damage numbers. And by the way, for those of you who went here, yes, or weren't, that is a bit odd, the drop shadow. We'll have to see about that. It's in the wrong... Let me fix that real quick. It is just an order of operations. It should just be an order of operations. There we go. And I think we do the same thing here with transform 2. Because then we don't have to toggle this off. Would you look at that? I think it's a little cleaner. Cool. Now, what was I saying? Go get some beer and schnitzel, you've deserved it. Yeah, I think I've deserved some good... Oh, we have font now. Outlined font in the game. Still, don't take a look at this map. This one's not finished yet. Okay, and so tomorrow I will, or probably off screen, I will fix the collision issue with swords. And array is full. Oh, I see. I'm rendering too many transparent quads, unfortunately. I think I'm rendering too many of these. Nuts. Yeah. I need to think. Hey, Gotcha, bitch. Cool Wonder, thank you very much for subscribing, and Hansel, thank you very much for following. The UI transparent transforms only apply to for 500. I guess I need more. Now 2000. That's bad. I draw everything in a transparent layer. Oh god. My game gets bigger and bigger. What is the memory usage at this point? 500 megabytes is not that big, right? Does it get bigger? Do I move more? Do I use more? No. 500 megabyte is fine, right? Gotcha, bitch. Final Spartan, thank you very much for following. Gotcha, bitch. Okay, so, and Vent 1C as well. So this is what we did yesterday, and I just wanted to show you guys it works. We actually have, I think, exactly the same pushback as in Bloons. I don't think Bloons does it any other way. And we can push this if we want to. We could push this guy endlessly to the left. The only problem is sometimes it seems like, yeah, you see how this guy is missing? That is what we're gonna fix. Or I'll probably fix this off stream and then think about what we do next. Maybe we'll design some more items and abilities. Bloons with pixel art and tangerines. Yeah, kinda. Yeah, this guy doesn't hit. Not sure why that is. Because the hitbox is literally in here. But yeah. Wait, maybe we can fix it real quick. The units try for like 2 minutes, right? 2 minutes. Because I want to play PoE, Path of Exile. I didn't play it in a long time, and if I don't continue, then we'll just not finish it all, right? So, let me see. Draw weapon. There's gotta be a collision detection. Somewhere here. Hit enemies. And there's gotta be an if hit enemies, yeah. Attack damage for every enemy. Hit targets is for contains ID. Rect circle. Yeah, that is wrong. Get collider too. Rect collider. And then we have rect collision. And then the weapon collider is a rect collider. Let me see. By the way, imagine, do you generate some documentation to know what you have in all of this mess? The documentation is mostly here and the code itself. So for example, if I have a function that says contains ID and I supply an ID together with an array of IDs, then like I try to code in a way where the code itself explains what it does. And yeah, like is full hit targets. I think it explains very well what it does exactly. Oftentimes, just reading the code will explain to me what it does. Imagine how fast you would find something if you didn't have everything in a file. Actually, I think I would be slower, to be honest, because I would try to look for different files. While if I'm in one file, I could just search in this one file. And I don't have to switch between, like, multiple files. Because you can have the same thing. It's just a naming convention that splits the same code over multiple entities. And you still have to remember the file name, that it's in that file name, and then you have to remember the function name. So I don't know if it would actually be faster. I think I can find a lot of stuff in here. But I do agree sometimes it is really annoying to switch between like up here and then down here. That is true. By the way, cool project. Been working on my own tower defense game, Techno Demo in Godot, which is surprisingly fast. Godot, you mean? Surprisingly fast? That is true, yeah. Godot starts fast. Godot does hotcode reloading very fast. Godot starts the game very fast. The only thing that I don't like about Godot is when you have a coding error, then then the window lags for like 2 to 4 seconds before you can switch into the code and see what the actual error is. I really don't like that. If they would improve on that a little bit, then I think Godot is one of actually the fastest engine. I don't know about Game Maker, but it's really fast, yeah. I mean documentation, not comments, to get a summary of function in certain group, etc. Ah, I see. Yeah, I just memorized that at the moment. I do not have anything locked in yet, other than probably the spawning system. And we completed that, I don't know, I think 1 week ago. So the spawning system works in a way where you cannot place a unit on another unit. And if you try to place it on another unit, the unit sticks to it. And if you go back to the bar, it snaps back to the bar. And yeah. And then also you can still click to place the unit. That is the only thing that is actually locked in at the moment. The only mechanic. For example, hitting enemies should have been in a function. Would be more readable. But I do. This code right here is the weapon swinging code. This is the animation for the weapon. And when you animate the weapon, every time the collider moves, and then you check for collision against enemies. This is just a collision check when the weapon swings. And so it has to be here. Position. Ah, oh, man, what are these red colliders again? Center aligned, right? God damn it. Fuck. Position.x. Weapon position.y minus range divided by 2. Then wait, we have a... I see, we have an offset. You know what? We're gonna do it like this. We initialize the collider to 0. And then we do weapon collider2.offset is weapon position.x and weapon, actually basically this thing right here. This thing. And then we have weapon collider2 dot size, and we do this. And you know, I don't disagree that my code could most likely be done in a better way. But you know, at the end of the day, the most important part, in my opinion, is finishing a game. And the game has to play good or smoothly for the player. Has to feel good, needs to be balanced. In my opinion, that is the most important thing. And then everything else will fall into play at some point. How are you handling the paths, by the way? I generate an SVG and use a script to convert it into thousands of points, which the enemies follow. Lets me make creative paths and also lets me optimize collision detection, since I can cache a spatial partition map for collision detection at start time. That sounds very interesting, like the spatial partition thing. What I do is the following. I can show you. I have a level editor where I can visualize the paths, and every single path has a point and a handle to bend that point. And so I can, probably the same way as you, create some interesting paths. And then in between those 2 points, I approximate the paths with a bunch of points. And then the enemies just follow that list of points. And you can see that list in action already, actually, because I still have that visualized. Whenever the enemy spawns in a second, take a look at the red dots on the road. These will be the approximations. Let me see. Enemies need to spawn first. You see those red dots here? These are approximations of my curves. What was I working on? Oh yeah, collision. True. Rect collision. I think it works this time. Let's draw a quad. Or UI quad using the weapon collider2 dot offset and weapon collider2 dot size. And then also let's rotate that. Okay, so I'm going to visualize the collider now to see if when this guy swings, if it is colliding with the enemy. Don't get caught up on getting it right. The more important, it's more important to get it written. A finished game is way better than a polished, unfinished product. 100%, I agree. Nice, similar ideas. Yeah, I think Final Spartan, the idea is that we don't want to place a bunch of points and then move every single fucking individual. I'm pretty sure you did the same thing as me. You placed a bunch of points in the editor and you're like, oh my god, and I'm gonna change these points because I decided to change my map. And then you're like moving all of those fucking individual points, and then you realize that, oh, my unit moves here and then makes a sharp turn up and it looks dog shit. And I'm pretty sure the exact same thing happened to you. Yeah. See, this is, you know, smart people think alike. That's what I say. What the fuck is that? Oh my god. It's totally wrong. That is totally wrong. Yikes. How's it so big? I mean, it does hit. It does look like it works. It is definitely wrong though. Weapon position is pivot point. Draw the sword. Aha. I see. So weapon position has not been changed here. Let me try this. I know the code looks terrible, guys. Don't look at the code, okay? This is dog shit code. It's literally really bad. Okay? Don't look at this. Yikes. This is a coding stream. What do you mean? Don't look at the code. Ship it. Yeah, almost. It seems to me that it's offset still. Yeah, it's not hitting. There is an offset. Its functions is better than most can accomplish. I mean, I'm drawing the sword. I'm drawing the sword at this position. I think it's this. It's gotta be this. 100%. There it is. Eh? Where's the quad? How is this so big? Okay. Now we just need to change the size of this thing. Oh? No? Maybe range divided by 2? I mean, what we are trying to achieve here is... Come on! Really? That many damage numbers? 2000 is already full? How? What are you drawing? A sliced menu? Eh? Oh, I see. It is drawing all of those. So what it's complaining about right now is these. These are sliced menus. And I think I'm drawing too many transparent quads. Or something. I wonder why this is transparent though. No render options. UI transforms. You gotta be setting these up on purpose, right, lol? What do you mean? What am I setting up? I think it's related to knockback. I'm not... Huh? What do you mean? I'm not setting up anything. Lol? I think I don't draw 2000 quads. There's no way. Like, how am I drawing 2000? There's no way. Anyways. How big is it now? Now 488 megabytes, that's fine. That's okay. That's okay. Let's see. That's what she said. Okay. Let's not do the divided by 2 for now. This is the middle point of the sword. And we are not reaching far enough outside. And we can also draw the quad a little bit transparently. Okay, now we can see the collider and the weapon to position this properly. The collider needs to be a bit more opaque. Yeah. So essentially what is happening is I'm scaling the size of the collider by the weapon. But I need to be careful not to add in too much to the back here, because then he can hit some units in the back, right? If I just add in the range to the size, well, then it's just gonna get too big because it can like overshoot here. You see that? Did you achieve your font outlines? Yeah, you could see in the left here. You could see it here as well. And here, and here, and here. We did it. Oh, it was actually quite simple. Did he not hit anything here? Bit hard to see against the dark background. I know. Heh? That should have hit, to be honest, in my opinion. It's difficult to... You should tell the dev and maybe he can fix it so that it hits right. Okay, bro, that's fucking toxic. Okay, I'm the developer. You know that, okay? That is fucking toxic. And cringe as well. Good idea, you should send a bug report to the devs. And just wait. Just wait. I think... I just need to shift it forward a little bit. How do I shift it forward? Fuck. If I can't add in like 10 pixels here, for example, because it offsets it in the wrong way. Yeah, see, it is not shifting it up or something. It is just moving the center down. So it needs to be like a vec2 dir or something that is a rotate vector 2. And I think it's direction up. rotated by the angle of the sword. So this is very technical, but I think we have to plus the direction times, I don't know, 4. Let's try that. Yeah, there we go. I think do I? No, I don't. I don't think I have it. Let's see what happens on 20. Oh no! It only works in one direction. I think you have to move the pivot point outside the rectangle. What if we do this? This is gonna look weird, but maybe that's it. Sometimes just brain stops bringing, it's fine. It doesn't really work. Also, I noticed that 0.5 is not enough for the swing. Sometimes the swing goes, it needs to go, yeah. Let's try point like 7 or something. Oh no, wait, actually that was wrong as fuck. Not this one. Swing progress. 0.4 at minimum. But it's not... Where's that? Hit enemies. Hit enemies is false. If... Weapon data time. Oh, I see. Yeah, I need to... Okay, we'll deal with this later. Yeah. There's a couple of enemies that are spawning. I think this guy needs to help. Okay, anyways, I'll try to fix it. Probably not able to do it now. It's fine. This is something that we'll try to do, or that I will try to do and fix. I think I have it, actually. I think I have it. I already had the correct formula. Watch. Direction. Give me a second. Okay, I got it. So swing state swung, then direction is minus direction. What? 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 Why are you complaining here? Oh, I see. Needs to be an equals. And then over here we do offset plus direction times 10. OpenGL? Yeah, this is an OpenGL. We're currently fixing some gameplay code. Why is this complaining? Swing state. Stupid? There is a swing state in swing data. You absolutely stupid? Ah, no, wait. It's weapon data. The weapon data, swing state. Makes no sense. Guten Tag, hello Exodus. But it does. It does work. Hopefully this time it works. Okay, okay, now that's fine. If it's normal, then we invert the direction. Okay. There we go. Watch. Perfect. Perfectly aligned. And I think we need to use the direction times the range divided by 2. Okay, now we can just move this normally. I think it looks... they are still a little bit too far, but this is what we can do now. This is how we can do collision now. The collision detection is now working. Cool. Awesome. I don't know why it's no longer transparent. Not sure what I did here. The quads that I draw should actually be transparent. Not sure how I managed to undo all of that. Oh. Does the sword get damage with each swing on the enemy? No, the sword, like these enemies are very high level enemies that are actually... They're actually almost impossible to deal damage to because they have so much damage. What the fuck is that? Goodness, yeah, they are very high. They are supposed to be killed by magic units. I'm currently working on the magic units though. You can see some of them on the right here already. But they are not implemented yet. Like this guy doesn't work. He misses all of his shots at the moment. He doesn't do any damage. I still have visuals for him, but that's about it. I'm slowly working. I'm currently trying to finalize this guy right here. And then we move on. This guy is also is still in deep development, so he misses because he's old. Yeah, and so cool. We now have, so what do we have? We have outline text. We have knockback in the game. We have proper collision detection now on the swords. I think I still need to work a little bit on the sword collision curve. Oh, excuse me. Otherwise, it's looking really good. And now enemies can also have knockback resistance. Deep development. Yeah, we are still in deep development. And thank you, Dark Adepti and Zeke for following. It's still deep development, yeah. But we are getting there. So tomorrow I will probably add in another ability for this guy. He currently has 1, 2, 3 abilities. We need at least 8 or 10 abilities. Let's see, how many abilities do we have on this guy? This guy is mostly complete. He's missing like 2 abilities. And if we add all of the abilities together, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9... 9 abilities. And so he probably needs 1 more. 10. To be considered done by abilities. So that we have enough abilities to choose from. And this guy has all of the items already for him done, but he's missing the abilities. So we need 7 more on this guy. We have 3 at the moment. Yeah. Interesting. Okay. Okay, guys, we're going to switch over to some Path of Exile now for a little bit. I still don't know how to continue with my build, but yeah. I'm done with the game development now. We're going to switch over to Path of Exile. I will play a little bit.